Hi, everybody. Let me tell you something. Since she's done your show, she can't shut up about Drew Barrymore. That's all I hear about. That's all. That's the entire topic of our house right now.
I'm so relieved. I feel a little less crazy because I'm just wild about her, and I have such admiration for both of you.
Thank you. What a nice thing to say, Drew. I appreciate it.
Fun fact, I was with Steven Spielberg, and he had to go see, we had to go to Westwood to see a trailer for his movie, and the Footloose was playing. And like people were literally hanging from chandeliers in the movie theater. It was like the coolest thing I've ever seen. And like people were partying in the aisles. That must feel good,
Well,
you know?
I remember very well that the premiere, I was actually thinking about this the other day, the premiere of Footloose was in Westwood. And partway through the premiere night, I started flipping out because to me, it wasn't loud enough. Like there was a problem with the audio in the theater. And I thought to myself, oh my God, here's this movie that's just like so dependent on having just a banging soundtrack, just, knocking your heads off. And not to drop a name, but I will. Afterwards, I was talking to Quincy Jones, who was actually at the premiere. And he said to me that when your adrenaline is really flying off the chart, that your ear automatically shuts down a lot of frequencies. So it had nothing to do with the sound system. It was just had to do with the fact that I was so nervous about the movie that I couldn't actually hear it.
I love that. Well, your most beautiful, cool, funny, amazing wife, I guess I don't have to tell you, but I'm in love with her. She was on the show 2 weeks ago, and she told us some fun, juicy stories. Would you like to see some?
Sure.
Are you talking about my Tom Cruise story? I was looking around and I was like, oh, what's that little button? And he was like, you press that button? And I said, yeah, I pressed that button. And he goes, that's the panic button. And so the cops came, they had to stop the screening.
I did read that you and Kevin walk around the house naked since you've been empty nesters. Is this true? Because I do it too!
I mean, more naked than usual, but like, I wouldn't say we're naked all the time by any stretch.
I think you might have a story for us if you would share that happened with your husband, Kevin Bacon.
It's about a bikini line wax that went awry.
Oh my God, already I'm in!
So, I mean, honestly, I can't go into the details, but there was a moment where I thought, I can't pull the strip off. Neither one of us could figure out how to pull it off. Do we need to go to the hospital?
Right. What did you do when she pressed the panic button at Tom Cruise's house? What's your side of that story?
I just apologized, like, oh, honey, she's so crazy. Oh, no. There she goes again, pressing buttons.
Okay, how about the naked around the house? Now that I heard when you guys became empty nesters, I just got excited about this story because when my kids go to their dad's house, I totally walk around the house naked in like excited rebellion that I have the joint to myself.
Listen, as long as you have good curtains, good shades.
Okay, and then of course the bikini wax story. I mean, she said that you're just so handy that she thought that you were the go-to man, and then it sounds like midway you were like, oh gosh, I don't know what to do.
It made me really appreciate what those trained professionals can do, and it's the definition of kids don't try this at home.
Kids don't try this at home when you're naked in the house. That must have made it all the quicker. Okay, is it true that you bought 2 goats as an anniversary present for Kyra?
Yeah, Macon is one of them, and Louie is the other. And she certainly likes animals, but I had no idea that they would be such a big hit. But she adores the goats.
I mean, let's just talk about how important you are to all of us as an actor. I mean, it's true. Kevin Bacon, oh my goodness, you have enriched and enhanced our lives character by character. And now sitting on a hill, your character Jackie can be immoral and even, a little slimy, and yet you are totally rooting for him. How do you pull that off as an actor? Because that is so difficult to do.
All I try to do is stay true to who I think this person is, and just turn him into a human being. Because Jackie has so many terrible qualities, but he's not a monster. He's an actual human being, and that's the thing that I just try to focus on.
Well, your performance is so exceptional in this, and that dance is so hard to pull off, and yet you do.